Hey, what's up everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, coming at you with another video. Thanks for taking time out to check it out. It's always greatly appreciated. Make sure you give this video a thumbing and or liking and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. If you didn't know who I am, the Crapgamer, the king of all game-related media, the most compelling motherfucker on YouTube, the albino rhino, the pony leg breaker extraordinaire, and many more. Anyway, on to today's video. You know, it's always interesting because I hear a lot of what the Sony fanboys say, and a lot of the times it's just them talking to hear themselves talk or make themselves feel better, or you know, something along those lines, make each other feel better, whatever they got to do. And one of the things that I heard was people trying to say that Xbox Scorpio is Microsoft's next generation Xbox, and that's just simply not the case. It's still an 8th generation Xbox One, and we've heard Phil Spencer say this multiple times. It's an Xbox One, and it's going to be the more hardcore Xbox One for the enthusiasts. If you're a 4K enthusiast, if you're a VR enthusiast that doesn't want to play on PC, then that's going to be the Xbox One for you. If you just don't really care and you have your 1080p TV and you're happy with what you have, then the Xbox One S is for you, you know. If you're kind of in the middle or you have a 4K TV, maybe you won't be able to afford the Scorpio for a bit and you can get the $299 Xbox S, that's good because it's going to upscale all your games to 4K anyway. It's going to be a 4K Blu-ray player, media streamer, and all that good stuff at a bargain price. You better bet that the Scorpio is going to be probably priced pretty high. So I think that the interesting thing is that the Sony fans have themselves convinced that Neo is outpaced and outmanaged and outmuscled by a next generation console, when that simply isn't the case. Neo itself is the same situation as Scorpio, just coming probably a year earlier. You know, it's just an upgraded, you know, there's a bump in the technology, and I think Sony more or less is doing it for their VR, which makes sense because they want to push that a lot, but their VR just looks like total shit comparison to, you know, what's on the Vive and Oculus. And I'm no VR fan, but if you are looking for VR, there's, you know, I would tell you to save your money on that shit. But at the end of the day, I think it's interesting because the Sony fanboys just absolutely have me rolling sometimes, you know, with this shit. Oh, well, you know, the Xbox Scorpio, that's a next gen console, so it's okay for it to outpower the Neo. That's next gen. That, you know, the PS5 will outdo that because that'll be their next gen. And I'm thinking, are you serious? This is not the Xbox, you know, 2 or whatever. I know they're not going to call it that, Xbox Infinity or whatever they're going to call the actual successor. This is all mid-cycle upgrades, which hopefully doesn't happen often. You know, hopefully in the future these companies plan these out a little bit more. I'm not a huge fan of this stuff. You know, what this is basically reducing myself down to, and possibly others, is only supporting one console in the future, or maybe two, you know, possibly like a Nintendo, Microsoft kind of deal, because I'm just going to be honest, I have not had time to play PS4 hardly at all, and so the fact that they're going to shove an upgrade out there after, you know, only 2.5 years, 3 years or whatever, you know, I can live without it, you know. Where as far as my Xbox, you know, I have pushing 300 games on that. You know, I use it every single day. It's where I game 99% of the time. It's on 24/7, you know what I mean? So it makes a lot more sense for me to invest more into an Xbox as a platform than it does PlayStation, when I only have, to this day, like 9 physical PlayStation games. And obviously I own more games than that, but 9 would be the amount of games that I own physically. So, you know, and there's also, you know, I mean, I own some digitally and some exclusives and stuff like that. And I don't think that the PS4 in and of itself is terrible. I just feel like you feel completely disconnected from the world, and it does so much less than the things that I want. You know what I mean? Just the accessibility isn't there, the controller isn't there. It's just not as fun for me. But at the end of the day, I thought I would clear that up a little bit. Sorry, Sony fanboys, the Xbox Scorpio is not a 9th generation console. It would be a 8th generation console, a revision. Just like PlayStation 4 Neo is not a 9th generation console, it's an 8th generation console, a revision. So imagine that, huh, folks? Absolutely crazy. Mind blown. So at the end of the day, what do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section. I knew I had to break some pony legs with this, and I know it's gonna hurt, but it's like a band-aid. Pull it off at one time. Yow! Thanks for watching, guys. Rack that shit up. Crapgamer, out.